Namaste YouTube coven, welcome to the mat and welcome to a brand new full moon practice here on my channel. My name is Bethany, I am the Yogi Witch, and today coven I'm going to guide you through a 20-minute flow to move, to find our magic and to honour the Beaver full moon. So the Beaver full moon spiritually is a time of gathering with our communities, with our energy. It's a time of warmth and it is a time of hibernation as we are officially in those darker, colder months. So in today's practice, to kind of gather towards us that warmth and energy, we're going to be working through an invigorating and enchanting mandala inspired practice. So 20 minutes out of our day to dedicate some time to movement, to some self-care and towards our witchcraft practice. So my loves, you're going to come to meet me at the back of your mat in a child's pose. So we're going to first send hips to heels, big toes touching, and take the knees about hips width apart. As always, before we continue, if you want to make that sacred space of yours a little bit more witchy, light some candles, some incense, play your music. But when you're ready, you're then going to start to relax the chest down towards the thighs. Stretch those hands forward, maybe coming onto the fingertips as you rest the third eye chakra down to the earth. Opening up our circle. Opening up our practice by taking a deep breath in and a slow breath out. So beginning in our cozy and stable pose of child's pose. Breathing deeply into that back body here. Create some space between the shoulders, down the spine, to the hips. And as you exhale, you feel that heart center sink a little bit closer to the grounding of the earth. And as I said, Coven, in today's practice, we're going to be honouring that Beaver full moon, creating that, or finding that kind of gathering energy with communities, with warmth, with the kind of magic that we're going to take into these darker months, allowing that full moon to guide us, to illuminate our path. So before we continue any further with the physical aspect of our practice, let's importantly tap into the spiritual. And I encourage you to invite an intention to the mat, focused on what you are gathering towards yourself today. Energy, a person, a situation, doesn't matter. But set this intention in your mind and then seal it with your breath. Before all together we take a deep breath in through the nose and a slow breath out. On your next inhale, pressing into the fingertips, you're going to roll that body up into a tabletop and you're going to stay on the fingertips. Obviously, if it doesn't feel comfortable, relax down onto the palms of the hands and we're going to start to find some spinal movements. Maybe you take some circles or waves, but just almost like kind of shaking off a little bit of snow in these darker months, shaking off those autumn leaves. Start to draw that warmth to us. Beautiful. Beautiful. Before we relax down to the palms of the hands, spreading through the fingers, press the palms of the mat, tuck toes under as we take a deep breath in. Breath out, lift into your first downward facing dog, and again start to find some movement here. Maybe you're pedaling out through those legs, maybe you're taking a few little leg movements or wiggling out through those ankles, anything at all. Now we're in those colder months, so we naturally feel a little bit more tension as we come to our down dog. So finding a bit of grounding from here, you're going to tuck the last rib in, and you're going to start to lift the hip bones nice and high to the sky. Gazing towards the knees, or maybe tucking chin to chest and gazing towards the belly button. When you're ready, we're going to move into the first flow. We're going to inhale to send the right leg high to the sky. Bend that knee off to split dog and flex into the foot. Stay here, or perhaps you come onto the right fingertips. Taking a beautiful deep breath in. Breath out, love. So we're going to draw the knee to the chest and step between the thumbs. Inhale to pull the arms to the sky. High lunge. Exhale, sink into that front knee, bend the elbows off, come into some cactus arms. So we're lifting that heart towards the full moon. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Pivot back foot with the back of the mat. Extend into those arms, Virmadrasana 2. Inhale. Exhale, extend front leg. Left hand finds right wrist. And we lean all the way back into a gorgeous archer pose. Beautiful. Rolling back briefly into warrior 2. From here, we're going to extend the right leg and we're going to start to flip our practice, so Mandala style. That left heel comes in and we're going to start sit back into Skandasana. Maybe you stay lifted, maybe you come low. If the heel lifts up like mine, not to worry. It just means those ankles are tight. Coming into your variation of Skandasana. Holding for 3. We hold 2. On your 1, wherever you are, hands are going to come to frame that left foot. And we're going to pivot on the toes here. So we're facing the back of our mat. 1, 2, 3. Meet me in a standing split, forward folding over the left leg. Taking one more deep breath in. Breath out. Right foot meets left foot. And we're going to take hold of the elbows, ragdolling to the back of our mats. On your next inhale, fingertips to the mat or hands to the shins to gaze forward. Find your length. Exhale, bend into the knees, reaching arms up and over. Mini back bend as we reach tall. And then from here, hands are going to come to prayer at heart center. And we're going to find our way into a flying warrior balance. So we're going to root down through that right leg, hands to heart center, and then float the left leg behind you. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, step back with the left leg. Inhale, arms into the sky, high lunge. Exhale, bend the elbows off into cactus arms, opening up the heart center. Inhale. Exhale, pivot back foot with the back of the mat. Roll into that warrior 2. Beautiful. Left elbow. Nope, right elbow, right knee. We pull left arm up and overhead, sinking deeper into that front knee. Extended side angle. Beautiful roll. Body back into warrior 2. And then from here, we're going to bring both feet parallel before pointing left toes to the top of our mat. And we sink back into warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down to the mat. Pivot on the back toes. Pulling the left arm to the sky. Come into a twist. Option, stay here. Option to step back with that left leg and meet me in a wild thing. Holding for 3, holding 2, and 1. Flip your way back into downward facing dog, finding some movement. From down dog, you're going to press off the toes, and from here we're going to come into a floating upward facing dog, so rounding into the spine before dropping the hips. Toes stay tucked under. Come into a floating upward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Hips to the sky, down dog. Feel that warmth. Feel that magic. Ready to take it to the other side. We're going to root down through the right foot as we inhale, pull the left leg to the sky, flex into that foot, come to split dog. Option to maybe move on to those left fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. We draw the knee to the chest, step between the thumbs, and then come to meet me in high lunge. Sink deep into the front knee. Pull the arms back into cactus arms, opening up our heart center. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Pivot back foot with the back of the mat and roll into warrior 2. Sink deep into the front knee. Archer pose. Extend front leg. Right hand finds left wrist. We lean all the way back. Before coming back in to warrior 2, and then from here we're going to extend the front leg, ready for that Skandasana. Bring that right heel in and start to sit low. Maybe using those hands to support, maybe bringing the hands to heart center. Inhale. Beautiful, witches. On your exhale, hands frame the right foot as we pivot on the toes. Now from here, we're facing the back of the mat. And we're going to come to meet in standing split. So maybe take a little jump as we lift up into that standing split, forward folding over the right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot meets right foot, holding onto the elbows, ragdoll at the back of your mat. On your inhale, fingertips to the mat or hands to the shins, find length. On your exhale, bend into the knees as you roll the body to standing, reaching towards the moon, mini back bend. And then hands come to prayer at heart center. We're going to find our way into our balance. We're going to root down through that left foot. And we're going to flow the right leg behind us. Taking a deep breath in. Breath out, step back with that right foot. Inhale, pull the arms to the sky, high lunge. Exhale, bend those elbows off. Come to cactus arms. Pivot, back foot with the back of the mat, roll into warrior 2. Sink lovely and deep, finding that strength, connecting with that earth element. Left elbow, left knee, extended side angle. Beautiful. Roll the body back into Virabhadrasana 2. And then from here, we're going to bring both feet parallel and then pivot right toes to the top of our mat. Sink lovely and low. Roll back into that warrior 2, saying goodbye to this pose for today, feeling the heat that it's brought us. Ready for our twist. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, left hand down, pull the right arm to the sky. Option, stay in twist. Option to step right foot behind the left, opening up that heart. Take a deep breath in, breath out. Slip your way into downward facing dog. Ready from down dog, we're going to take that floating upward dog. So round into the spine as you roll the body forward. And then drop the hips, floating up dog. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, hips to the sky, down dog. Now, if you have jumped through in your practice, you can jump through, or you can follow me by bringing right knee to the right wrist, lower the leg. And then we simply cross the ankles behind us, move to seated. Immediately from this cross-legged position, we forward fold. So maybe forehead is to the mat. Maybe you're on your hands. That's all good. What we're looking for is to keep those sit bones rooted. So explore where your pose is. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, roll the body up, lean back, and we're simply going to switch the cross legs to the other side and forward fold. Inhale, once again we lift the gaze. Exhale, Kevin, lean it back. Sending the legs forward, feet to the edge of the mat as you gently take some windscreen wiper movements from side to side. Maybe even leaning back onto the forearms as you lift the feet and start to take a few little ankle rolls in one direction. Ankle rolls in the other. Coming back into that seated position, ending with just a couple more stretches for that neck, releasing any tension that we're still holding on to, consciously or subconsciously. We're going to roll the shoulder blades away from the ears and find length through the fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, drop right ear to the right shoulder. Imagining you're just breathing into the space between that left earlobe and the shoulder. On your next inhale, we bring the head through center. And then exhale, allow the left ear to drop over to the left-hand side. Beautiful. Inhale, come back into the center, taking any kind of final wiggles or movements that you know your body is craving. Before relaxing, hands down to the knees and then flip the palms to the sky, really spreading through the hands here like we are drawing down that energy from Mother Moon, from that full moon. Feeling the heat in the belly, the awakening in the mind. And reminding ourselves for the final time during today's practice of our intention, what it is that we're gathering towards us. Smiling to yourself as you see it so clearly in your mind, coming into your space during these darker, colder months. Sealing this energy with a deep breath in. Breath out, bringing the hands to prayer, thumbs between the eyebrows and bowing low, Coven. To ourselves for coming to the mat, to those who joined us in this online community, and from me to you, thanking you for allowing me to guide you through today's full moon movement. I hope this gorgeous mandala practice allowed you to tap into that warmth, tap into that gathering energy, and dedicate a little bit of time to your well-being. As always, if you enjoyed today's practice, I would appreciate any kind of support for my channel, liking this video, commenting, subscribing. And if you enjoyed today's mandala practice and you'd like to explore your journey with spirituality and yoga a little bit more, then I invite you to take a look at my Magic Through Movement memberships. This is a beautiful space where we come together to find yoga, to explore our witchcraft practice, to take care of our mental well-being, and to connect with some like-minded individuals, beautiful souls from around the world. So you can find out more about my Magic Through Movement memberships in the link in the description box below. But it was an honor to flow with you today, and I wish you a beautiful and blessed full moon. Blessed be, witches.